This video we're going to talk about if she's not the one, how to know that your woman is not the one. Even if you're married for 25, 35 years, she might not be the one. You might think that this woman's your wife and she's the one you should be with, and you've made this commitment and you've did this thing and you've decided that she's the one. And you know, if you decide she's the one, I mean, I guess she is, because that's your choice and your decision, but it's not objectively the truth. She's not really necessarily a good match for you. And so somebody who's the one is somebody that I consider a 95% compatibility match for you. This kind of relationship, your woman is deeply devoted to you. She desires you intensely. In other words, she's always coming to you. She's the one primarily driving sex. And in a healthy relationship, this is how it works. And you're like, how the fuck? I thought when people got married, the sex dried up. Yeah, because the guy stopped being a dominant dude. He stopped doing the things that makes him attractive. So she's just not wanting sex from him. It's really simple, guys. Not that complicated. It's not hard. Like the woman, she goes and she looks good and you want to have sex with her. And plus we have this intrinsic drive. But if you're exhibiting dominant behavior all the time, then she's going to always want it. Then she's going to make sure she gets it from you. And she's going to protect the relationship. And she'll appreciate you immensely and she'll be completely devoted to you. And she'll take accountability. Why? Because she doesn't want to lose you. The reason that women don't take accountability and they fight with their husbands is because he's not that much of a prize. I mean, why would she have to change for him? He's never going to leave her anyway. So you don't have to change, and this is the problem. So we're going to talk about this, and we're going to talk about what it would mean or the things that you're wasting your time with. In other words, she's not compatible for you, and you're probably wasting time with this woman, and she'll never give you the kind of relationship that you truly desire. And the problem is that most guys don't date a woman who's highly compatible. They date a woman who they say the magic death knell of words, which are, I think I can make this work. You're fucking it up. You're just fooling yourself. Why would you try to make it work with somebody you're going to dedicate your life with? It should be a foregone conclusion that it'll work. It should be easy. When you have the game set up right, relationships are really, really, really easy. My relationship is fucking easy. It's the easiest relationship I had in my life. Why? Because my wife not only is powerful and she voices her opinion, but we know how to manage things properly. And I know how to lead the relationship in a way that she can surrender into. And she enjoys surrendering into it because it means it takes all the pressure off of her for how to dominate life. She doesn't want to do that. She wants to be submissive. She wants to allow things to happen. She wants to be taken on this adventure and this ride. She wants to be able to live in the moment and be free. She also has a purpose. She also wants to help other women do the same things. It's not like she's just under my wing. She's not. She has her own life and she does her own thing. She has her own social network and everything. But when we come together in a relationship, I take the primary role of leading the relationship, and she can trust in that. She can trust in my leadership. And she can bring the love in, which is quite amazing. And if you've ever had this kind of relationship, it's really easy. It pretty much runs itself. But did a lot of work to get here. And I walked through hell in order to get to heaven. So let's dive into this. My name is Ed Baxter, and I help guys in betrayal situations. I've coached thousands of men. Tens of thousands of men have come through my doors in one form or another. I've had over 3,000 guys come through the Betrayed to Badass program. And that's what we do. We'll get you to that place where you make the right decision for you and your children. If you feel like you're the only one making the effort. So this happens a lot in relationships where we've got a lot of manipulation going on. And so if you're allowing manipulation in your relationship at all, you are failing and you're abdicating leadership, 100%. If your wife can guilt you, shame you, talk down to you, give you belittling comments, and all this, it's just not going to work. Because again, what you tolerate, you encourage, and if she can do this to you, she's going to see you as weak, which means she's not going to respect you, and she won't take any of your advice. She won't change, because she doesn't have to, because all she has to do is manipulate you, and maybe she just withholds sex or affection or whatever. And then she feels like she's more powerful than you, which means that her attraction for you starts to diminish. And enough of this means it goes to zero, and now you're living in the land of constellation sex. She just has it with you just enough to keep you on the hook, just to keep you around because she doesn't want you to leave, because she either doesn't want to be alone or she can't afford to live on her own. And you don't want to be that guy. So if you feel like you're the one doing all the work all the time, you've got some boundary issues, and you're going to have some serious conversations with her, and you're going to have to set some boundaries on what's going on with that. And either she wants to be on board with it, or you have to be willing to walk away. Yes, I don't care if you've been married for 45 fucking years. If you're not willing to walk away, she won't change. She won't, because there's no incentive. Again, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you successfully negotiate. And so if you're not going to successfully negotiate this, then you're just not going to get what you deserve. Actually, you are getting exactly what you deserve. You're just not wanting to negotiate for anything better, so this is what you got. And if she's constantly testing your boundaries all the time, this means that there's something deep within you that you have to settle. There's something within you where you're just allowing something to happen in your own life. What kind of weakness is allowing for you? Are your habits falling apart? Is your business game hurting? Like, where are you allowing this kind of thing to happen in your life? And then if you've got yourself all buttoned up and then you go look at her and she's constantly testing your boundaries, you have to then set the boundary of do not test my boundaries. This is unacceptable. You cannot keep doing these things. And if you continue to do this, we just will not be in a relationship. You can continue to be this way. I'm not going to change you as a person. You're welcome to be however you are. You're just going to have to do it with somebody else. And so we have to start playing that game. If they keep testing your boundaries, then it's a game of FAFO. It has to be that way. It's not that you have to be a hard ass, but if somebody's constantly testing your boundaries, then what they're doing is they're feeling unsafe and insecure in themselves. They have to feel like they have to exert power over you. I don't want to exert power over my wife. I don't want to have to test boundaries and all this crap. No, I don't want to control her. I got enough going on in my life. She's a grown-ass woman. She should be able to control herself and be nice and be empathetic and caring towards people. But if she's coming on to me and messing with my boundaries and stuff, that's going to cramp my style, and I can't have that. It's going to take away from this business and my impact talking to you. It's going to be a distraction. And so if they're constantly doing this, and this means I'm always going to be on the back foot, which means that if I allow this at all, it's going to grow. Because what you tolerate, you encourage, and it will keep growing. So when they keep testing your boundaries, even though you've said it a couple of times, you're going to have to escalate it, which means eventually you're going to have to walk away. And so you cannot allow it at all. Because if you allow it, it's going to be the end of the relationship one way or the other. We might as well end it now instead of 15 years down the road with a mortgage, a business, and 3 fucking kids. I'd rather end it now than get to that place because it's going to end anyway. So I'm going to end it now, and then we'll find somebody and replace her with somebody much better, much more empathetic, much more caring, and hold out for somebody who's 95% compatible, not somebody who's like, I think I can make this work if I can just get past all of her bullshit. No, brother, you're looking at the wrong game. If you got any kind of approval-seeking behavior within you, you're gonna have a hard time being completely honest with your woman. Why? Because you need her approval. You're afraid she's gonna judge you. You're afraid of whatever. So you can't be fully honest with her. Like if she puts on a lot of weight and it's really affecting your desire for her, you have to have a conversation about that. You don't have to be crass or whatever, but a serious conversation has to happen. If she's spending too much money, you have to have a serious conversation about that. Now, with that being said, you have to also take it. So if she's like, hey, you're getting a dad bod, you got to go work on that. Well, then you should probably go work on that. Yeah, you should do that. Yeah, if you're not handling your business with the bills or you need to make more money, yeah, you should probably go fucking do that. So this is a game. It goes both ways. You have to be able to tell her what's going on, but at the same time, you have to be able to receive whatever she says. And you have to do it without losing your mind. And you can't double down delusion and get all defensive. Like, no, it's not, baby. I'm not this way. It's not that bad. So the problem is when this game of like not talking to your partner or making a change in your life is always 2 delusions. It's not that bad and I've got time. And if you're telling yourself either one of those, you're lying because it is that bad and you don't have time, almost always. And the last one is you keep justifying why you're with her. And this is fucking maddening to watch. Especially as a coach, because I'll go and I'll talk to the guy and say, yeah, your wife's doing this, this. He's like, yeah, but you don't understand the whole picture, bro. Like, we've been together for a long time, since high school, been high school sweethearts, and like, we're destined to be together. We've got this Scorpio in the 4th dimension of the Mars thing. It's like, holy shit, dude. No, she's just cheating on you. You should go handle your business. Yeah, but you don't understand. She has this childhood trauma, and because of this trauma, she can't talk to, like, women, and so she has to only have men friends and stuff. Like, dude, that's you're conflating the issue. The problem is that your wife's cheating on you. Yeah, bro, but like, and so you're justifying all your wife's bullshit for her. All it is just an excuse to keep tolerating stuff you shouldn't be tolerating. If you have to keep justifying all your wife's problems and you're trying to save her from herself, you're trying to be more understanding, hoping like she'll figure her stuff out, it's just not gonna happen. And so the guys who actually become soul seducers, the guys who actually turn their relationship around, they are willing to walk away. And because they're willing to walk away and they present themselves with seduction, which seduction, again, is not an active thing. Seduction is not trickery. It is not manipulation. Seduction is an invitation. Like when you saw the movie Lord of the Rings, or you saw the trailer for Lord of the Rings, you're like, that was fucking awesome, I'll go see the movie. You were seduced by the movie. The movie didn't take you to the theater and force you to buy a fucking ticket. No. It presented an offering to you. You said that was amazing, and then you made the moves. You pursued the relationship with that movie. The movie did not. The movie just presented itself, and you, as the man, you should present yourself like the movie trailer does. You present yourself, and that's the game of seduction. Look at this shit. You want to be a part of this? She's like, fuck yeah. And then she pursues you. All the top men in the world are doing this. Why? because they can. Why would I put in all this work if I've got 15 women trying to get my attention? I would not do that. And then I would pick the best one. And then the best one knows that, hey, yeah, I'm a prize, so you probably should be accountable to yourself. You probably should watch yourself. You probably should endeavor to be a better person, be empathetic. And she will. She will change. She will take you seriously. She will absolutely be the kind of woman you need her to be. And see, soulmates aren't found. Guys think that they're going to find the perfect woman. Just like, if I just won the lottery, all my money problems would be gone. No, they wouldn't. All the people who win the lottery, they lose the money quickly. It makes all their problems worse. Money doesn't solve your problems. It just amplifies all your fucking flaws. And so you're not going to find a soulmate. Soulmates are created by men who know how to run a relationship properly. If you want to learn how to run a relationship properly, you want to be a fucking soul seducer, like myself and the other guys coming through Genuine Attraction, the link is in the description below. Turn it around a couple weeks, turn your marriage around very powerfully. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want to be notified of other ones. I love you, brother, and I'll see you in the next one.